Hey, Visibility Vibers, it's Jenny Kovacs here, and I'm making this video for you. As you can see, I'm just in the spare room. I'm making this video for you because I think this might be helpful. So, are you seeing a lot of like emails, videos, Facebook Lives, posts, and various things alluding to the close of the year and the start of the new year? Well, at the time of recording this video, it is exactly that. It's 2 days before the end of an old year and into the beginning of a new year. And I'm sure that not just for this new year and old year, but for many more to come, this video will be useful for you. So this is for you if you keep hearing people talking about end of year reviews and either manifestation or planning or desires of what's to come for the new year. So what I wanted to do was, I go through a process every year, but this year I used somebody else's process. And I wanted to share with you just one of the insights that I got. So a question that, although they asked, I kind of finished off with something that I do all the time. So for those of you that follow my work, maybe you're part of the Facebook group, the Visibility Vibes Tribe, or maybe you even like my page, The Queen of Being Seen. One of the things you'll know is that I talk a lot about a special question. I call it the learning question. Its roots, I believe, are from NLP, but a question that served me well over the last, 9 years or so. And the question is, what will I do differently next time? Here's how I used it for my end of year review. I was asked in my end of year review, what was the number one challenge that I had to face this year and how did it affect me? So rather than just sitting there thinking about it and going, oh yeah, that was the thing that affected me, I actually got my notebook out, my journal out, and wrote down the answer. And then straight afterwards, which wasn't part of their process, but part of my process, is to say, so what will I do differently next time? Now this is really important, not better, but what will I do differently? And from the insights, it allowed me to see something that I'd come maybe a little bit complacent in. As you know, if you're running your own business or responsible for running an important part of someone else's business, it's really important that complacency doesn't set in. So by looking at the number one challenge I had and the part that I played in it and what I could do differently next time, not only was I able to reflect on the part I played, and some of it's not nice. I had to ask myself really honest questions like, well, if what could I have done different, or what could I do differently next time, made me think about what I could have done differently last time. And there were things like putting the effort in, not taking time off when the sun's out, not being distracted by social media, switching off my emails and sticking to switching off my emails, doing work first. Now, if you're anything like me and you have work that you need to do for yourself and for your clients, then what sometimes happens is we do all of our client work first, neglect our own work, and then we're too tired or worn out or bored or distracted or something else, or we don't have enough time. So by asking myself that really truthful question, I was able to see where I was maybe too lenient, where I was too complacent, where I didn't focus and I could have focused, where I'd made assumptions. And maybe, one such thing is, I've got this saying about a sale's not a sale until the money's in the bank. So did I make an assumption that somebody was going to buy something and then they didn't for whatever reason? Did I then rest on my laurels and not go for the next piece of work that I needed to line up? Now, although you may have just heard me say that and thought, God, what a money grabbing, you know what? When you have your own business, if you don't have like a slick flow of next potential customers or opportunities, then what can happen is that you can then drop a ball, your pipeline can dry up, which means your work can dry up, your income can dry up, and most importantly, because of what I do, your visibility can dry up. And if that happens, it takes a hell of a lot longer to get it back on track again. So what was the number one challenge for you in this year? It doesn't have to be the end of the year. It could be something you ask yourself every month or at the end of every quarter. And What will you do differently next time? If you want to ask a slightly more probing question to see what part you played in it, even when you thought it wasn't quote unquote your fault, ask, how did I get there? No beating up, no kind of, self-demoralisation, if that's such a word, but how did I get here? Those three questions alone, especially if you're not a person that wants to sit and journal for hours or go through an end-of-year review process that lasts, years and years itself, those three questions are pretty powerful as it is. So wherever you're watching this video, type in the comments below and either share, but if you don't want to share it so publicly, why not join the Facebook group, the Visibility Vibe Tribe group, where there are well over 300 people in there who are just like you, really engaged, really juicy, and really brilliant people who are making a big difference in the world. Just click on the link below, click request to join, and I'll let you in. But for now, I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.